You were the room I stayed inside when the world got cold at night. Not fireworks, not a spark, just a place to rest my heart. I held your hand, but not your soul. I didn't even know. I called it love 'cause I felt safe, but safe is not the same. You never hurt me, never lied, but something in me always cried. I stayed because it didn't ache. I didn't know that was the mistake. I confused love with comfort, with silence that didn't fight, with staying in the same place, 'cause leaving felt too hard. I confused love with comfort, with not being alone. I thought peace meant forever, but my heart was never home. We didn't burn, we didn't fall, we just faded slow and small. Kisses felt like habits formed, not desire, just the norm. I smiled, but it felt rehearsed, like I was playing a part. You gave me calm, you gave me time, but never set my heart on fire. I kept waiting for the rush, told myself this was enough, but deep inside I always knew something real should move you too. I confused love with comfort, with nights that felt okay, with waking up beside you, but wishing I was brave. I confused love with comfort, with staying 'cause it's known. I thought quiet meant forever, but my heart was still alone. Maybe love should scare you some, make you feel like you could come undone. Maybe love should shake your bones, not just feel like coming home. I didn't leave when I should have run. I stayed 'cause nothing felt wrong, but nothing right is just as cruel when you're lying to yourself. You deserved a heart on fire, not someone just tired. I'm sorry I stayed so long, calling comfort love all along. I confused love with comfort, with a place I could hide. But love should feel like risking, not just passing time. I confused love with comfort. Now I finally know love should make you feel alive, not just safe from being alone. If I let you go tonight, it's not because you weren't enough, it's 'cause I finally learned the truth. I confused love with comfort. house got quiet after you left. Your coffee's still warm, your words still cold. I replay your laugh like it meant something, like it didn't fade when the daylight showed. I told myself we were just tired, that love survives a little doubt. But every morning you felt further, like you were already halfway out. You said, it's complicated. I said, we'll be fine. But only one of us was honest, only one was trying. I held on to what we had at night, when your arms still felt like home. In the dark you loved me just enough to keep me from letting go. But the sun showed where you couldn't be, and the truth I didn't fight. You let go of us in the daylight. I held on to what we had at night. We were strong in whispered promises, weak when the world came in. You loved me best when no one saw, when it didn't count, when it didn't win. I learned the shape of your silence, learned how to fill the space. I carried all the weight of maybe, just to keep your name. You never lied, you just stayed quiet. That hurt in a different way. I fell in love with the version of you that only came out late. I held on to what we had at night, when you needed me the most. In the dark you chose my heart, but left it with the ghost. The truth was out of you. I stayed for the warmth of your shadow, even when it wasn't you. I know now love shouldn't hide or need the dark to survive. You let go of us in the daylight. I held on to what we had at night. So if you wonder why I'm letting go, why I'm finally choosing the light, it's because I'm done loving alone what only lived with us at night. Learned your silence better than your smile. Knew every reason you would look away. I told myself it was just a phase, just time. but time kept taking pieces of me away. I folded my needs into maybe someday. Wore patience like it was proof of love. I stayed when my heart kept begging me to run. Called it hope, but it was never enough. Every night I rehearsed goodbye, but woke up choosing the same pain. I kept believing you'd meet me halfway while I was standing in the rain. I stayed even when it hurt less to leave, when staying meant losing parts of me. I held on to words you never said and loved you past the point of sense. I stayed even when love felt wrong, when being alone felt safer than us. I didn't leave when my heart knew the truth. I stayed, and that's how I lost you. You gave me just enough to stay confused, enough light to keep the dark inside. I memorized the sound of almost you and called it love every time you tried. I kept forgiving things you never fixed, apologize for your distance too. I stayed loyal to the version of you that never really came through. I watched myself disappear just to keep you comfortable. I made myself smaller every year to make what we had possible. I stayed even when it hurt less to leave, when staying meant losing parts of me. I held on to moments, not a home, and told myself I wasn't alone. I stayed even when love felt thin, when tears felt louder than your touch. I didn't leave when my heart knew the truth. I stayed, and that was too much. One day I realized I was the only one still fighting. You weren't cruel, you just weren't minded. I mistook your absence for timing. I don't hate you, I just stayed for all the strength I gave away. I stayed so long, I forgot that love isn't supposed to break. I stayed even when it hurt less to leave, when my heart was begging me to breathe. I kept choosing you over myself until there was nothing left. I stayed even when I should have gone, when love was gone but hope held on. I didn't leave when my heart knew the truth. I stayed in that way for me. Now I'm learning how to let go of the love I tried to save. It didn't hurt more when you left, it hurt more because I stayed. You Stop calling my name, but I answered anyway. Every silence you left, I learned how to stay. Your eyes were already gone, even when you were near. I kept lying to myself that love was still here. I saw the end in your face, but I begged my heart to wait. I knew the truth was bleeding, still I chose the A. I stayed for the feeling, not the way you loved me, not the promises broken, or the nights you didn't see. I stayed for the memory of who we used to be. I stayed while you were leaving. I stayed for the feeling. You touched me like habit, not like something you need. I was fighting for us while you slowly let me bleed. Every maybe tomorrow was another goodbye. But hope sounds so beautiful when you're afraid to try. I learned how to smile through cracks. I learned how to carry the lag. I knew your heart was somewhere else, still I didn't step back. I stayed for the feeling, when love felt alive, when your arms meant safety, not just a place to hide. I stayed for the echo of your voice saying mine. I stayed while you were fading. I stayed past the signs. If loving you was losing, I lost myself with grace. I traded all my healing for one more almost day. You never asked me to stay, but I didn't know how to leave. When love becomes a memory, it still feels like me. I wasn't blind, I was just hopeful. I wasn't weak, I was in love. I stayed for the feeling, even when it hurt, when your love felt distant, but your ghost still worked. I stayed till the last tear fell quietly free. You didn't break my heart. I stayed when I should have left. I stayed for the feeling. Now the feeling is fading, and I'm finally gone. loved you long after you stopped holding on. I packed my words in silence, left the room without a sound. Every step felt like betrayal, but staying was breaking me down. Your coffee cup still warm, your jacket on the chair. I memorized the way you breathe, like I'd never be back there. You asked me why I'm leaving, like love was all we need. But love was never the problem, it was everything in between. I walked away, still loving you, with my heart torn in two. I didn't stop believing, I just stopped bleeding for you. I chose the road that hurts less, even though it's not the truth. I didn't leave, 'cause I stopped loving, I walked away, still loving you. We try to fix the cracks with time, but time just watched us fall. I kept lowering my standards just to feel you at all. You held me when I was crying, but never asked me why. I learned how to smile in daylight and fall apart at night. You said if you love me, stay. Like staying and I was strong, but loving you was costing me everything I called my own. I walked away, still loving you, with your name on my breath. I stayed so long in the hurting, I forgot what came next. I chose myself in the end, even though it broke me too. I didn't leave, 'cause I stopped loving, I walked away, still loving you. Maybe one day you'll understand what love alone won't say. Two hearts can be together and still be in the way. I'll miss the way you said my name, like I was something true. But I can't keep losing myself just to stay with you. So I walked away, still loving you, with tears I never showed. I carried all our memories If you ever hear this song, just know I meant it too. Some goodbyes are full of love, and this one's proof. I still reach for you in the quiet, like you're just in the other room. Your name lives heavy on my eyelids, and every almost that we knew. We never broke, we just unraveled, softly slipping out of time. I held the truth but chose the echo of a love that wasn't mine. You said stay with your silence. I heard hope in every breath, but loving you felt like dying, slowly choosing less and less. I'm letting go of the feeling, not the memories, not the pain, just the part of me that believed you would ever feel the same. I'm setting down all the maybes, all the nights I tried to save. I'm not letting go of you, love. I'm letting go of the feeling that you stay. We were close but never certain, like a door that wouldn't close. I kept waiting for forever, you kept holding something else. I learned how to smile in pieces, how to cry without a sound. I was building us a future while you were halfway out. I mistook your word for promise, your comfort for a sign. But love shouldn't feel like begging for a heart that's not in line. I'm letting go of the feeling, not the way you held my hand, just the lie I kept believing that you'd finally understand. I'm releasing all the moments where I gave more than I had. I'm not letting go of you, love. I'm letting go of the feeling that we had. Maybe someday it won't hurt so bad when your song comes on at night. Maybe missing you won't feel like losing every single fight. I'll forgive my heart for staying when it knew it couldn't win. I'll stop loving what we almost were and start loving who I am. I'm letting go of the feeling that love means holding on, even when it's breaking you, and you've been breaking too long. I'll keep the truth, I'll keep the lessons, I'll keep the scars you made. I'm not letting go of the love. I'm letting go of the feeling that made me stay. If you ever think of me, No, I tried, I really did. I didn't lose you in the ending. I lost myself in the feeling. I finally quit.
We met like rain on a borrowed night. No promises, just staying warm. You laughed like time wasn't chasing us, like endings never took that form. Your hand in mine felt temporary, but I held it like it might last. We were living in the moment, afraid to look too far past. We said, let's not make it heavy. We said, let's just see how it feels. But feelings don't stay silent, and hearts don't follow the rules. We never asked where this was going. We just let it take its time. Now I'm standing at the end, reading signs we skipped in line. We never talked about tomorrow. We just kissed and closed our eyes. Now I'm lost in what we were, and you're gone without goodbye. You stayed when it was easy. You drifted when it got real. I learned how to read your silence, like words you wouldn't reveal. I filled the space with hope. You filled yours with escape. We called it keeping it simple, but love doesn't stay that way. Every almost conversation, every truth we let slide. We were scared to name the feeling, so we let it pass us by. We never asked where this was going. We just let the nights decide. Now the memories are heavier than the truth we tried to hide. We never talked about forever. Thought that love would understand. thought hearts could live in limbo, but they're never that strong. Now you're just a quiet memory I still carry when I'm alone. We never asked where this was going. Now I'm here and you're gone. We never asked, we never knew, and now the answer's losing you. We laughed like time was on our side, like love was something we could keep. Every promise felt alive, even the ones we couldn't meet. I held your hand through all the doubt, pretended fear was just a phase, but silence started creeping in between the words we couldn't say. You looked at me like you still cared, but something in your eyes had changed. I felt you leaving while you stayed, and I was scared to say your name. We were real, just not enough, not strong enough to last the fall. We tried to hold it all with love, but love can't save what's breaking slow. We didn't lie, we didn't fake, we just ran out of faith to trust. We were real, we were in love, we were real, just not enough. Stayed when staying started to hurt. You smiled like nothing was wrong. We danced around the truth at night and called the quiet moving on. I gave you pieces of my heart, you held them like they might break. I think you love me in your way, but not enough to choose to stay. I felt you pulling miles away while I was begging you to feel. I knew the end was getting close, still hoping this was something real. We were real, just not enough, not brave enough to fight the doubt. We whispered love but screamed and hurt, and never found a way back out. We didn't fail, we didn't rush, we just weren't built to be that much. We were real, we were in love, we were real, just not enough. Maybe in another life, where timing doesn't break us down, where love is more than trying hard, and fear doesn't make us run. I'll remember how it felt when your name still felt like home. Now it's just a memory of something good we almost owned. We were real, I know we were. Every tear, every touch, but wanting more don't make it true. If hearts can't give each other enough, I won't say it was a hold. I'll let you go without regret, but not without this truth. We were real, just not enough. Me and you.
You walked in like a quiet truth. No fireworks, just something real. The way you said my name out loud made every doubt begin to heal. We weren't perfect, just honest enough to believe it might all stay. I mistook the calm for something strong and let my forever slip away. I read the signs but closed my eyes. I love the now, ignored the end. I held the moment like a promise, but moments aren't the same as plans. You felt right, not forever, like a song that fades too soon. Every touch said stay a while, but never promised me the truth. You felt right, not forever, just long enough to break my heart. I thought we were building something real, but we were always falling apart. We laughed like we had time to waste, like goodbyes were years away. I memorized your breathing next to me, thought love would teach you how to stay. But comfort isn't commitment, and warmth don't mean a home. I was holding on with both my hands while you were letting go. I love the way you needed me. I hated how you didn't choose. You never lied, you just stayed quiet, and silence still can bruise. You felt right, not forever, like a sunrise with no night. Beautiful but always leaving, even while it's shining bright. You felt right, not forever. I paid the price for hope. I fell in love with what we were, while you just loved the moment most. Maybe timing was the villain, maybe love just wasn't enough, or maybe I stayed too long, trying to turn almost into us. I don't hate you, I just miss who I was when you were near. Before I learned the hardest truth, that right don't always mean sincere. You felt right, not forever. Now your name still hurts to say. wasn't ours to have.
Held my hand like it was safe to stay, but your eyes were already walking away. I learned your laugh, your fragile tone, but never knew where I stood when we were alone. You'd call me late when the night felt cold, when silence was louder than being alone. I built my hope on borrowed time, mistook your presence for something mine. Every promise had an ending sound, every door you left half open. I kept waiting for you to turn around, but love shouldn't feel this broken. You gave me moments, not a home, warm for a second, then you were gone. I slept beside you, still felt alone, like loving you was a temporary zone. You gave me words, but not your heart, a place to visit, never to start. I unpacked my soul, you kept your guard. You gave me moments, not a home. I learned to read between your sides, to feel the truth you wouldn't say out loud. You never lied, you just let me believe that someday I'd be more than maybe. I stayed quiet, afraid to ask if I was love or just a past. I wore your absence like a coat in a house that never felt like home. I kept fixing what you wouldn't claim, calling loneliness love. I watered flowers in borrowed rain, hoping it'd be enough. You gave me moments, not a home, a light that flickered then went cold. I built my future in your arms, you only stayed till it got hard. You gave me time, but not your truth. I ached inside, waiting on you. I gave you all I ever owned. You gave me moments, not a home. I don't hate you, I just heard from loving someone half in. You let me stay, but never belong, like a song without an ending. I was a chapter you didn't finish, a feeling you didn't name. I stayed too long inside your arms, trying not to feel the pain. You gave me moments, not a home, a heartbeat, never a soul. I was ready to stay forever, you were only passing through. I loved you like a place to rest, you loved me like a view, and now I'm learning how to heal from the home I never knew. You gave me moments, not a home, and I gave you everything.